The usual voter won't read any written manifestos. At maximum, he will have a look on the website of the different parties to see what they say about Brexit. But what do you see there? That's what I want to talk about in this video. So, let's get started! Hi, I'm Mark, welcome to my channel and welcome to a new Brexit video. Today I want to talk about what the usual voter can find out about the Brexit intentions of the different parties on their homepages, because that's the only place most of the people would have a look. But is it that easy to find something out? That is a very interesting question from the different parties. When you have a look on their homepages, you get a very different answer there. Labour and the Tories will be at the end of the list, so be patient, enjoy the other parties. I will do them last, obviously, because they are the two big competitors in this race, and so I keep them for last. But let's get started with the SNP, with the worst homepage of all, according to that matter. First of all, you have to search a hell of a lot to find your answer, because there's just one standard sentence to evade Brexit and to have Scottish independence, but not at first sight a clear answer how they want to achieve that. They don't even have a written manifesto on their homepage. At least I couldn't find one, because you see a lot of articles about their campaign and stuff like that, but to get into the matter of their policies you have to search, and then in the end you can find at least your answer how they want to stop Brexit if they can. And that is what everyone expected, a second referendum. When you finally found something in a speech of Nicola Sturgeon, there you can see that they want to support a second referendum on the EU membership and that they want to put it back to the people. But it really is not easy to find, and I only found that one. The next party I had to look at was the Greens. On their homepage it was quite easy to find, because they have a very easy access to their manifesto. You even can find their full manifesto there, and you can easily find what they say about Brexit. It's just a very short line about Brexit, because they're talking much more what they want to do with the EU after they stop Brexit, but at least you have a clear line that they do want a second referendum. As you can see here with the Greens, it's easy. First of all, they say they want to remain in the EU and that they want to achieve it with a second referendum, that means a people's vote. The Lib Dems, it's quite similar to the Greens. They have their full manifesto on their website. You can easily find what they want to do with Brexit. In their case, as everybody knows, they want to revoke Article 50. Whatever you think about that fact, but it's easy to find. And for the people who are the same opinion as the Lib Dems are, they can easily find out that the Lib Dems are of the same opinion as they are. And so you can see it there. As you can see here, it's quite clear what the Lib Dems want. You don't have to agree with them, but at least they make clear what they want. That's revoke Article 50 and to remain in the EU. So there at least is no discussion about their intentions, as you can see here, and it was easy to find as well. With the Brexit Party it's a little bit more complicated. Of course everybody knows what they want. But I was checking what you can see on their website, and at the first glance on their website you see a lot of talk about Boris Johnson's New Deal, but not what they really want. But with a little bit of searching you do find, of course, that they want a clean WTO Brexit as expected. And you can find it, but it's not as easy as with the Greens or the Lib Dems, for example. But they do talk a lot about Boris Johnson's New Deal. I saw a lot on YouTube about the Brexit Party manifesto, but I didn't find anything about that on their homepage. As I said, the Brexit Party talks more about Boris Johnson's deal than about their own policy on their website at the moment. But you could find this, and there it says that they want a clean break Brexit as the best deal for Britain. That's their opinion, and I was able to find it, and so the website is not that big that it's very well hidden or something, so you can find it if you just have a quick look on the website, so it's not a problem. Then let's go to Labour. On their homepage what they want to say about Brexit is easy to find. They also have their full manifesto published there if you want to read it. But what they want to do with Brexit is not that clear as it could be. Because, of course, they say, as expected, because we heard it from Jeremy Corbyn a lot, they want to negotiate a new deal within 3 months after they won the election. And then they want to put that deal up against Remain in a second referendum within 6 months. And that's the fact you can easily find there. But what you don't find is, first of all, for what will they campaign if that happens? They don't say it. If they want to campaign for the New Deal, Jeremy Corbyn as Prime Minister would have negotiated with the EU, or if they want to campaign for Remain. The website doesn't say that. And the second thing is, I talked about this in my earlier videos where I also criticized this. One thing is clear, which you can clearly see there, it's only these two options. There will be no option for no deal on that referendum ballot. And there's the summary of what Labour says about the second referendum, that they want to put their deal against Remain within 6 months of being elected as a Labour government. But then there's just a sentence, Labour will then carry out whatever the people decide, so they don't have an own opinion of their own. And then let's come finally to the Conservative and Unionist Party. On their homepage, it's easy to find what they are saying, because they have a manifesto overview, but that's what it is, they have an overview, but on Brexit it's just the headline. There's nothing more but the headline on Brexit, and for the manifesto there are just the 4 key points with a short summary. You can't find the full manifesto there. But let's talk about the plans for Brexit. They say as soon as they won the election, they want to get Boris Johnson's deal through Parliament and get Brexit done with that. And that's the only thing you can easily find on Brexit on the Conservative homepage. The guarantee of Boris Johnson that he will bring his new deal through Parliament, and that he says that he will get Brexit done in January and unleash the potential of the whole country. And that's the point where I have to be critical, because with the transition period there is a difference between getting Brexit done in January and having his deal. And they say on the 31st of January Brexit is done, because if that deal goes through, the EU extension until 31st of January 2020 will run out, and then the deal will come into action. But even if I'm still trying to be objective in this video, it is misleading, because if you have an objective look on that thing, on the 31st of January there is no Brexit with that deal, because then immediately the transition period starts. The only changes then will be, there will be no more British Commissioner, which is another topic anyway. There will be no more British EU members of Parliament, and there will be no British member in the EU Council or the Council of the EU. Because, as you know, there will be a customs border in the Irish Sea between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK. And what I stated before, many won't believe that, but if you read the deal thoroughly, it really is that case. You thought they're out of the customs union and out of the single market. Yes, they are. But a lot of the rules and regulations are still put in this deal, and so they still apply until the transition period is over and there is a free trade agreement. So Brexit will only really be done after the transition period is over. And so it is a bit misleading. I won't go into the details of this deal now. I did that before, and I will do that definitely again if, for example, Boris Johnson will have a working majority in Parliament and will bring his deal through. Then of course I will talk about this in more detail and tell you a little bit more about the consequences of that, and of course the chances of a free trade deal until the 31st of December in 2020, which is non-existent, as I said before in another video. But for now, this is what I wanted to state, is it's a bit misleading what is on the Conservative homepage, because of course there will be changes, there will be the differences with the customs union and the single market and the different dealing with Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK, but a lot will remain as it is until the end of the transition period. And so on the 31st of January, it's not really Brexit done. Brexit is done when finally either the transition period is over and there's no deal at all, and Boris Johnson does not extend it as he promised, or if there's a free trade agreement, but after what you heard from Michel Barnier, a lot in this free trade agreement could bring back rules and regulations from the EU, but that would require a much longer transition period. But to summarize, on the homepages of the parties, not everywhere you have easy access to this, so it's not that easy for let's say, the standard guys and girls to get the information that they want, especially on Brexit, because I still believe Brexit is a big topic in this election. And so some people might wonder what they really want, and some things are really misleading as well on the Labour homepage as on the Tory homepage. It's not as clear as it could be. But for today, I just want to bring you that comparison. I thank you for watching. If you haven't done so yet, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As you've seen, now it's not everyday Parliament session anymore, so I went back to my standard spare time YouTubing with publishing twice a week and not daily. That was really challenging for me because I really do that next to my normal job and my voluntary work. And so you will see new videos at least on Wednesdays and Saturdays. But for now, have a nice day and see you soon.